Hey everyone, it's Kristen. Today we're going to be talking about my collection of Marvel Barbie dolls. And I was actually going to put this one with the DC one because I wasn't sure, but this is actually the first superhero Barbie they ever did. She's very flexible, very bendable, so you can pose her in all kinds of action ways. Um, like I said, she's in really good condition because I didn't want to play with her. I just wanted to keep her in really good condition. She came with this. Lights up, makes annoying noises. Maybe to, like, as she's flying through the air, you can play it. I don't know. And then she's wearing actually tennis shoes. And like I said, she was a superhero Barbie, the first one. So of course, I had to buy her. Um, since I played Barbies with my sister, and I still love superheroes always, of course. But I mean, her cape can come off and stuff. Kind of reminds me of Storm in the cape. But like I said, like it looks like I rarely ever played with her because I was super careful with her. And the reason I chose to actually put her with Marvel is because she came with this little comic book, and as you can see, it says Marvel Comics. So it's pretty funny. It talks about Barbie, Teresa, and Kira have special powers to fly and superhuman strength to protect and defend. See? And it goes through this little teeny, thing like this girl, there's a landslide, she's in the water, she's gonna, they're afraid she's gonna get hurt. See, Barbie's like, that boulder's headed for the raft. And Kara says, I'll catch the boulder with my super strong arms. That is literally what she says. And Teresa says, I'll stop the tree with my powerful legs. What superhero talks like that? Nobody. So I just thought that was funny. And Barbie's like, I'm here to save you. Hold on. And she's like, Barbie says, I've got Jenny. Teresa, you save the dog. And of course the girl's like, Barbie, help me. And then it goes to the back. Barbie's like, I've got you. We're here to protect our friends from harm. And Jenny's like, Barbie, you saved me. You're out of danger now, Jenny. Now let's see how your little friend is, the dog. And Jenny says, Rusty, you're okay. And Barbie says, we're glad to see everyone safe. See, there they are. And then the very last panel says, Barbie, Kara, and Teresa save the day again. Like I said, I just thought that was interesting that there's this little comic book. Of course, I forgot, Marvel did produce the Barbie comics. See, there's an advertisement for it right there. I totally forgot about that. But that's why I put this Barbie with the Marvel Barbies, because this little comic book produced by Marvel, and I totally forgot that the Marvel used to, produce the Barbie comic books, so that's pretty cool. So our other first one is Elektra, and she, they have her on the back and just a teeny little bio, an Olympic level athlete, gymnast, and supreme martial artist. Elektra is one of Marvel Comics' most memorable female characters with her mix of brains, beauty, powerhouse, physical technique. This dazzling character leaps off the comic book pages wearing her sizzling red signature bodysuit with her silky black flowing hair. Again, I think it's funny how they come up with these little bios. But she pops up a lot. She was in the DC versus Marvel series that we did against Catwoman. And she's just, because the Daredevil show on Netflix, she's popped up in there. Not bad. She had her own movie with Jennifer Garner played her, which everyone thinks is terrible, but I liked it. But of course, anything superhero almost I like, so even though everyone else was like, oh my gosh, that was terrible, I liked it, especially since it was one of the very few, like, I will say, female superhero movies at the time, because there were, female action movies, of course, but that was like the first female character to get her own superhero movie. So I thought that was pretty cool. But we won't talk about the Catwoman movie with Halle Berry. That was pretty bad. I mean, again, I liked it because it was a Supergirl movie, but yeah, it was pretty bad. And then we have this one. Technically, I mean, she's not a superhero, but you know, still, I mean, it's Mary Jane, Spider-Man, you know, the wedding, and this is, this is what it looked like, the actual comic book. So I thought that was really awesome. When I saw this, I was like, oh, I have to have that. And it says, Mary Jane, bitten by a radioactive spider, Peter Parker developed incredible superhuman powers, but it was the beautiful actress and model Mary Jane Watson who first discovered Peter's alter ego, Spider-Man. She came to realize that though he fought crime and battled evil, she was Peter's motivation to keep fighting and his reason to live. Mary Jane, dressed in her beautiful wedding gown, comes with a necklace for you. So yeah, I remember, of course, everyone knows her famous line, "Face it, Tiger, you hit the jackpot," when she first meets Peter. So yeah, I just thought this was really cool. I mean, granted, she's technically not a superhero, but I still thought it was really cool that they produced that Barbie and she's in her wedding gown. Okay, so this technically isn't a Barbie. It's actually Madame Alexander. She produces all the little fancy dolls and stuff, and this is called a Fangirl. There's I think Spider-Gwen, Captain America, a Black Panther, and Black Widow in this collection also. But oh yeah, see, there they are. But I only got this one because I thought, well, I liked this one. I thought it was cool. It talks about, there's Iron Man and how they kind of molded her after him, which, basically only the colors and the color scheme and stuff is him because, I mean, he doesn't really have a cape, but they did choose to give her pants, which, I mean, Iron Man's in a suit or armor, so that makes sense. Because some of the other dolls, they're in a dress, and you're like, okay. But it's a Fangirl. It's the interpretation of fashion dolls in a unique collection inspired by Marvel's greatest superheroes. Anyway, so I picked up this one just because I thought she was cool. Unfortunately, I can't, as much as I would like to, I can't collect everything because I don't have enough money and I don't have enough space. So I just got this one because I thought she was cool, and I thought, well, I have space for one. Oh, these I'm really excited about. They came out this year. I mean, X-Men Barbie dolls. How could you not be excited about that? So this is Mystique. Of course, everyone knows. Okay, I shouldn't say that because maybe some people don't know. She's one of the X-Men's enemies. She can shapeshift. She can change her shape. She can change the voice and everything. That makes her a really good, spy infiltrator. She's done that quite a few times. And they have the comic book picture of her in the back, and this is to celebrate 80 years of Marvel. And this says, this supervillain is a mutant born with the ability to shapeshift. She deceives her enemies by mimicking the appearance and voice of any person. So I love that they went with her classic costume, the costume that she first appeared, in the comics with, just because that makes it just even that much better. And I like her because of her association to Rogue. I mean, Rogue's my favorite. Rogue's like her foster daughter. And then you have Nightcrawler, who is her son. So it's kind of a weird blended little family. But, I mean, Nightcrawler, he's a really cool character. He's one of my favorites also. And then you have Dark Phoenix. They made a point to say Dark Phoenix, which good for them. Because they could have just said Phoenix. And you're like, well, okay, technically that's not Phoenix because hers is green and gold. So they made a point to say Dark Phoenix. And this is the most iconic image, I will say recent image of Dark Phoenix is this image right here. it shows up everywhere. And this says, also known as Jean Grey Summers, Dark Phoenix is an Omega-level mutant with telepathic and kinetic powers. This beloved character, who has faced numerous deaths and rebirths, that is true, wrestles with her personal demons. So, I mean, yeah, yay, like, X-Men Barbie dolls. So fun. Because, like I said, there have been X-Men Barbie dolls before, but they weren't Barbie dolls, so the quality wasn't as good, and they didn't look as nice. Like, their heads are way too big, and and the hair didn't look as nice. So, I mean, I never bought them. I thought about it, but, I didn't, because they weren't as nice. They weren't as good. But, yay. And then last one, of course, is my favorite out of the three. My favorite Marvel Barbie doll, Storm. Oh, I love Storm, and I love that they went with this costume. I mean, her classic costume. And then this is a pretty iconic image, like modern image of Storm. You see this image a lot of places too. And it says, for her, board Aurora, I can never say her name right, Aurora Monroe, Storm is one of the most powerful mutants on Earth. As a member of the X-Men team, she confounds enemies with her ability to manipulate weather and the atmosphere. And then I forgot to tell you the little tagline. It's like, Storm Barbie doll is as electrifying as the character she emulates. So they, play on words. But I just love her. I'm glad they went with the classic look. And you can tell, like, her eyes, you can see her blue eyes if you look close, but, when she uses her powers, her eyes cloud over, and it's just white, just pupils and stuff. So I like that they added that touch also, that you can actually see that her eyes are supposed to be blue. Let's see what they did with Jean Grey. Oh, yeah, same here. You can see that her eyes are supposed to be green, but, when she uses her powers. And, of course, Mystique, her eyes are, always like this color. They don't have like irises and stuff. So, oh, and this says Mystique Barbie is as beguiling as the character she emulates. Wow, you don't hear that word very often. And let's see, this one says she's as fierce as the character she emulates. Okay, but beguiling, wow, that's a fancy word. But anyway, yeah, I was super happy when those came out this year, because, I mean, my Marvel collection wasn't as big as my DC collection, but now it is. But I mean, X-Men Barbies, yay. Anyway, sorry. I hope you enjoyed this video, and since we're coming up upon Christmas, I think next we're going to go through all my superhero ornaments. I put them on the tree. So hopefully you'll join me for that. Until next time. Bye.